Hi guys, and welcome to another session of Honest Talk About Women, where you'll learn tips, tricks and strategies on how to navigate the complexities of dating and relationships. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and comment in the comment section. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you've got a story you want to share with viewers, you can contact me at my email address listed below. Okay, let's get right into it, guys. Okay, this video is about the 6 signs that your relationship is finishing and it's almost over. So it's not an all-inclusive list, guys. It's just the 6 main points that I consider the main ones. And this never happened in my relationships, but it was gathered from intel gathering from friends and forums. So the first one is male friends, guys. Your woman starts to accumulate male friends and get a lot closer to them. So this is a classic monkey branching over in case your relationship fails. It's a backup strategy. So they could be your friends, or they could be new friends that come into the circle, and she's starting to spend more time with them. And that's just purely a monkey branch strategy as a fallback plan in case her current relationship falls over. Okay, tip number 2, she's checked out in your presence. So, hello, are you there? She's not there. So she can be there in body, but in mind, she's elsewhere. So she may have checked out being a parent. She's no longer around for the kids. She might have checked out of house admin chores. The laundry is not done. The dishes aren't being done. Tidiness of the house is slipping. I'm not just saying it's a woman's job to do the house. Sometimes you can notice that people just check out around the house. And the big one is parenting. She was once involved with the kids and she's no longer connecting with her kids. And things are starting to slip around the house in terms of the house admin. So very obvious, these signs. Laundry not done, dishes have been stacked up that she usually does, the bed not being made in the morning that she usually puts together if she's last out of the bed, and so forth. So that's another subtle sign, guys. Number 3 is you can't get hold of her. Okay, so during the week, understandable, people are in corporate or doing very demanding jobs, and they have back-to-back meetings during the day, and sometimes you just cannot contact someone because they're just flat out, their phone's ringing non-stop, or they're in important meetings. But in the weekends or when you're having time together, you can't get hold of her. So you ring her phone, rings and rings and rings, you text her, no reply, and she doesn't buy into iPhone location sharing. And after 3 or 4 hours, she phones back, and no apologies, no excuses of where she's been. Has an excuse that I had my phone on silent, or my battery is flat. And if you know women well, they're glued to their phone, guys. They're absolutely glued to their phone. So they know when a text arrives. They're constantly watching their phone, constantly monitoring it for incoming texts, incoming phone calls, emails, the works. It's their Bible. Some women just don't let it go. They are very onto it when it comes to technology connection. And when they say that the battery is flat, or I was on low power mode, or it's not true, because all the females I've come across, they have anxiety when it comes to low battery, and they've constantly got battery packs in their purses, in their handbags, in the car. They're constantly charging their phone up to 100%, whereas I don't care if my phone runs out of juice. It runs out of juice. I just plug it back in, whether I'm out and about or in the office, no big deal. So don't take that as an excuse the battery's flat. They just don't want to be in contact with you. That's their point. Number 4, stockpiling of inventory. Now, on the joint account. So it'll be gradual, okay? And it'll probably be done underneath the radar. And when the bills come in on the joint visa or the account, you look at the account and the money's just going towards 1 or 2 shops, and you confront her about it. She may say, "Oh, I'm just buying on special," and nothing there. But if it's buying on special, then why is it so expensive? And why is it more than what it was previously taking per month? So You've got to, women have certain lotions, creams for their skin, and it can be quite expensive. I'm talking thousands and thousands of dollars per year for those creams, mostly top end. So be very cautious of stockpiling. Okay. Point number 5, separatification. Okay, this can be done in different ways. So she may have a work trip overseas, and she may tag 2 or 3 days on at the end or at the start to spend some me time for herself. If she's upfront about it, that's great. But if you know that her team is coming back on a certain day and she's staying an extra 2 or 3 days, there's something going on, guys. Or if she just says, I need time out, I need to go on separatification, and there's a good chance once she's in a different country or a different part of the country, her mind will start to wander, and if she hasn't organised a 𝗔𝗯ście𝘂𝘁𝘁 at the hotel complex, then she'll seek one out. And not uncommon, guys, for women to think about cheating on a separatification. Don't buy into that. She just needs time out for herself. She's constantly looking. And it was quite interesting. I remember one year, a couple of years back, when I'd split up, I took my mother and my 2 daughters to Bali, and we're at a lover's hotel, but it was a bit unusual being there with my mother. But she was, I think, 83 at the time, and she'd never been to Bali, and it was an eye-opener for her. But anyway, I was in the pool by myself, and the amount of single women there, the amount of middle-aged single women there, and there's one stunningly beautiful Australian woman that came up to me, and we started chatting, and we got on quite well. But she had a couple of kids with her at the holiday place we're at, and it didn't do it for me. But we went out for dinner, the whole group of us, and things like that. And we've kept in contact, but there's no sort of future there, because I'm not doing anyone with kids going down the track. But so what I'm saying, guys, is that there are a lot of single women at resorts around the world, and they're looking for company, and they're looking for romance, and it's a haven for romance. So be careful if your partner, your girlfriend, your wife wants a separatification, because there's a good chance she'll be looking elsewhere. And there's a good chance also she might have a 𝗔𝗯ście𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁. She's paying for all the expenses for some guy to join her on the trip. They don't talk at the airport. They don't check in together. They are completely separate. They sit in separate seats on the aeroplane. It's not until they get to the local country where they start to hold hands and check into the resort, or it's all on full steamy event. So people can be quite deceptive, guys, and just be mindful of that if she's asking for a separatification. Okay, the last one is intimacy. Okay, that's dead. Okay, she's given every excuse under the sun why you can't bang her. So she's got period, she's tired, she's upset, she's not in the mood for it. Every excuse underneath the sun, and it's not genuine excuses, guys. It's 10 out of 10 will be she's no longer has a burning desire for you. And if your woman no longer has a burning desire for you, you've got issues. You've got issues, guys, because you need to work through them. And now, to the first plan of attack, when you see all this happening, unfolding, don't be blind and just say, oh, it'll get better, because it won't. It simply won't, guys. And the first approach is have an honest conversation with her and tell her that the relationship's going through a rocky period, and you're doing this, and I'm not comfortable with it, and we need to talk. And when you do have an honest conversation with your guys, make sure that it's in a nice setting, okay? There's no meetings coming up. There's no parents coming over for dinner. There's no demanding kids running around the house. There's no houses the house is in a good, clean state. Make sure it's in a relaxed setting, and try and keep off the alcohol and keep it sober and serious. Failing on this talk, guys, it's counselling. And my views on counselling is not good. It only works if you have 2 willing partners who are willing to change, okay? And people at counselling can act, and they can have a grievance session, and they can come across as a victim and say what's wrong with their relationship, and he's not doing this, and it's not fair, and da-da-da. and the lady or the guy listens and listens and listens, and the bill's ticking over every half hour. And at $500 an hour, you know, you're going to be up for quite an expensive bill at the end of the month. So it only works, guys, if it's two willing partners. I'm not a counselling type person. I went to university with counsellors. I looked at who they were. They wanted to be marriage counsellors. And I thought, Jesus Christ, I've got incredible hang-ups, those people. So it works for some people. Don't get me wrong. It works for some people. And if it works for you, do it. But failing counselling, failing the honest talk, you're left with no other but to freeze the bank accounts, guys. Don't be a happy-go-lucky chap thinking it's all going to work out fine, because things will start to happen quite quickly and the bank account will get hit hard, and it'll be 5,000 for this, 10,000 for this. The car automatically needs to be repaired for some reason. Her car, This goes on and on and on and on. So freeze the bank accounts and then get professional legal advice on separation, divorce. Obviously, there's a cooling down period in New Zealand. You have a 2-year period for separation, which is way too long. China is 6 months. The United States is 3 months plus. Australia, the UK is 6 months. New Zealand has followed the UK example. It was originally 2 years in the UK, and then they reduced it down to 6 months. Our marriage laws in New Zealand need to be rewritten. It's not a high priority for a lot of politicians, but it needs to be redone, because 2 years is way too long. Because in 2 years, you can meet someone new, you can be in a new town, you want to start a family, but you got that hanging over you that you're still married to someone else. So that's it for today, guys. It's the signs that your relationship is falling apart and it's starting to finish, and it's not entirely over. It can be corrected, but it needs a lot of work. So don't forget to hit the like button, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for your attention today, guys, and until next time, take care.